What's good, guys? Just Prince TV here, coming back at it again. Sorry I've been out for a while, man, but you know what? Life was taking place. I was busy. But nevertheless, I'm not busy for the game's 10th studio album, Drillmatic. An album that he got permission to use the name from Nas and Lil Durk. And it's supposed to be drill music combined with Illmatic style music. But my one question is, where is the Illmatic like music? I'm seeing a lot of drill music on the album, but not that much Illmatic music. Now, when we first heard Drillmatic was coming out, what got us pumped up for it wasn't just because the game's a good rapper. He's arguably one of the best rappers of the West Coast for his generation, one of the best lyricists of the West Coast, period. Okay, the game is a rapping ass nigga, like we always said, right? He could rap. Now, these are the tracks that I heard from the game that got me pumped up for Drillmatic.
Nigga said fuck. Right. Cut. Nigga said fuck. Right. I don't know about you, but I'm back. I don't know about you. Law scandalous, we scan the police scanners. Remove this bitch arm from off of my chest. Take a shower, get dressed, and hit the 105 West. I hope it ain't the niggas that was down on the avenue. Talk like they was packing tools, I had to bring my name. Martin Scorsese when I take my aim. Motion picture on a nigga tap on my window. I pull a pistol on him. Ops riding by my spot. I pull a pistol on him. Kurt Cobain, I got them suicide doors on that new Musain. Who tryna die for it?
Okay? Woo! The Biggie song? How sure, Pauly sure, it's your time to die, says the diamonds on my Audemars. Fire. A nigga pull a heat on me, I put a bam on him. Yo, those songs. So he was just rapping ass, right? Then he released the song Violence. Great song. That sounds like a song Nas could rap to, you know? All I hear is violence. I was like, okay, game got it. He gonna have the album of the year, right? Here comes the pros and cons of this album. Now, I want to start off with one con. The Black Slim Shady. How the fuck are you gonna name a diss song, The Black Slim Shady, make it 10 minutes, and have it more of a love letter to Eminem, and you're making a tribute, rapping like him? That's not a diss song, dog. That's like me, or that's like a Puerto Rican guy making a song say, hey, I'm the Puerto Rican Jay-Z. You just literally saying that you're a Puerto Rican version of Jay-Z and you giving him homage to saying that he's great. This not a diss song, game. This ain't 300 bars and running. This ain't Pest Control. This is what we wanted. I thought this was going to be another Pest Control, one of the most underground, underrated diss songs that you could find. When he dissed Meek Mill. Go and listen to that if you haven't heard it. So, he gets us pumped up. He does his great freestyle on Power 105, LA Leakers, representing the West Coast. But then his album drops. 31 tracks. A lot of drill music. And lots of good, decent songs. But all those songs that I just mentioned in that preview are not on the album. Right? He missed the boat on this one, all right? You cannot give us a preview of songs that's going to be on the album, then when the album come out, it's not there. That's a huge disappointment. That's like watching a movie trailer and saying, oh, shit, this movie going to be hot. Then when you find out the music that was in the trailer is not in the movie. The scenes is not in the movie. The actor is not in the movie. Whatever. It's all missing, right? But that's the problem with Drillmatic. It's a good album. All right. Is it album of the year? No. Could it have been a classic? Yes. But it's not none of those things. Because it falls short of a lot of things that it could have been. If you took 6 of those songs and added with the best songs of this album, it'd have been album of the year candidate. No question. But this album feels like a big plate of food that somebody just put on the table and told me to eat this shit and don't leave until I eat. And they stacked the plate up, you know, miles high, Texas style, and tell me to eat it. It's a lot to digest. It's a lot to process. With this album, it has like features out the you know what. I mean, everybody on this damn album. You know, lots of features. And Game is always feature centric on a lot of his albums, you know, and I don't mind that if he's rapping a lot. But at the same time, when you buy a Game album, you want to listen to the Game. I want to see the Game spit. And here's another big con about this album that you gonna notice. He took too much from other artists. This guy got beats by Jay-Z mixed into his songs. He got lines and verses and choruses by Jay-Z. He got lines by Nas. He got lines by just about every artist that he liked or was inspired by. You can't do that, dog. The name dropping is one thing, but the stealing lyrics and just adding extra stuff to it, we heard that already. We don't want to hear you say it. Won't you come up with a new catchphrase to make your album famous, you know? You know how big was like Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was there broke, man, I couldn't picture this. Okay, those are classic lines. Why won't you have some? You know? I never sleep, because sleep is the cause of the death, right? Classic lines by Nas, right? Shit that people be like, oh shit, I never heard that before. That was slick. Where is your wordplay, gang? You just rapping, you got the good flow, you got good delivery because your voice is magnificent. But dog, where the fuck is the lyrics? Okay? What the fuck are we talking about? You made a 10-minute diss song to Eminem? Oh my God. That shit was weak. That was one of the weakest diss songs I ever heard. I'm sorry to go back to it, but I'm just letting you know. This album, 3.5 stars out of 5. I can't give this even 4 because it's missing about 6 to 7 songs that I was waiting for. That's wrong. What, if you release another album like the Lost Tapes and you add those 7 songs, I bet you those 7 songs with more songs that you missed out on would be better than this album. Not to say that this album isn't great. It's 31 tracks. How could it not be great with 31 tracks? You're going to find songs that you're going to like. You're going to find songs that you're going to listen to. You may find 7 or 10 songs that rock with you and you're not going to stop playing it, right? But if you like 10 out of 31 songs, it's still a failure, right? You got to like most of the whole thing. You can't just like 10 songs because the magnitude of the songs is just too long. But you should never did 31 tracks. That was a little too much. And if you was going to diss Eminem, you could have came a little harder than this, man. This is friendly. This is friendly diss rap. Okay? Come on, man. If M responds to this, it's just going to be just as goofy because M is not as good as a rapper as the Game. Game is a better rapper than Eminem, but by making this song, you making all the Eminem stands look really, really, really good. And that's a bad look for you, Game. Just Prince TV out, man. I'm out.